Hey everybody, Stephen here for Entropic Gaming, and today I'm going to be playing more of The Long Dark. Now, last time we played, I had to basically hide, if I recall correctly, I had to weather out a nasty storm in this sad little pit. No. And it was not a good time. But I made it through. It was iffy. It was close. It's a burnt out campfire. Come on. Whoa, what's going on? There we go. I've got a bedroll. I got a better bedroll now, so I'm gonna drop you. But yeah, so we were trying to find where the actual starting point was for the hunted game, and no, there we go. Dismantle. A lot of sticks and not a lot of cloth. I'm gonna leave it. Somebody else might need it sometime. Probably not, but I like to dream. I also don't want to get the weight. But yeah. So we're gonna keep on going ahead. I checked along the main major road already, because I know there were like 3 cars right by where it started, and didn't have much luck. So now we're checking all these little side, like, partially snowed over roads and stuff. So, thirsty. I'm thirsty. What do I have in the way of drink stuff? I got plenty to work with. I'm not worried about it. If I recall correctly, I managed to stock up real nicely on supplies at the like the last farmhouse that I'd holed up in. So thankfully that kind of paved the way for me having a decent supply stash for now, at least. Hopefully I keep being able to find stuff, because that's not going to last forever. But other than that, without a map it's hard to track my progress, but I know I'd gone to both ends of the paved road, and then I'd started basically coming back along this way, checking every offshoot road like this. So this is the one I believe that comes past the farm and such, if I recall correctly. And there was more of it to explore. It branched here, and I took this branch instead of the other branch. So I'm going to continue down along that. I see birds. Is that a deer? I think that's a dead deer in there. And once we get to the end of this and the end of this road, I'll be heading back to the main road and continuing along and find the next offshoot. I'm just going to keep on searching until we find what we're looking for. And then once I've done that, I'm gonna taking our crack at the hunted challenge, because that went so well for me last time. I do have to say I'm glad that this game follows up Dead Space in my rotation. When I went to go record Dead Space yesterday, I was like, this is gonna be fun. Dead Space wasn't that bad or anything. And then, as you may have seen, I forgot how tense that game can make me feel. In comparison, this game is much more relaxed. It's much more calm. I know I've said this over and over again, especially during our little fireside chat, but I do love this game very much. It is a very kind of zen experience for all of its frantic survival and angry wolves and stuff. No. That probably helps that I'm so bloody slow, but 8 hours of daylight left. I should very much like to not be forced to make another shelter. Especially because if I recall correctly, my lamp fuel is basically gone. Yeah, I got no lantern fuel at all. So it'd be really nice if I could get my hands on a bow. That's because I don't. I mean, the bow's not as good for like defending myself against like bears and wolves and stuff, but this would be much. I don't. The upside to the bow is the fact that the ammo is reusable. So, or at least partially reusable. Certainly easier to craft, I think. Not sure, but I feel like it would have to be easier to craft than bullets. I can't say for certain, but this is looking interesting. Let's see what's up here. I hear deer. As long as there's no wolves, I am okay with this. Hey, and I'm out of the wind. Hooray. Yeah, there's the deer in question. Up the road we go. I have missed this. I have missed this so very much. We actually just got back from our weekly Vampire the Masquerade session, and it's always a little bit of a stressful experience. Just because of, you know, the nature of VTM, it's never a... No, you're never going to be in for a good time with Vampire the Masquerade. This is not the nature of the game. So, you know, it's nice to be able to come home and kind of chill and relax and play this and be calm and happy, and there is nothing here. Alright, back along the road we go. I do wish I could move faster, but there's nothing I'm happy dropping. There's nothing I am carrying that I'm willing to sacrifice. At least not really. I really shouldn't be sitting here looking at my inventory. I need to keep moving. As the gnomes in World of Warcraft are prone to saying, daylight's burning, and my daylight is especially valuable. So we gotta head back all the way back along this road now. Doing pretty good on my stats, my conditions and such. Hello, dear. Alright. Nice that this is kind of, you know, breaking the wind for me and keeping me from allowing me to warm up a little bit again. It's, no, always nice when you get little breaks like that in this game. I will say, you know, and I've talked about the artistic style of this game before as well, but as an art student myself and as an aspiring game designer, it is really nice to see games that have an aesthetic that isn't just like photorealism. And when done, photorealism can be really interesting, can be done really well, but sometimes it's, it can do more for a game to have a style like this, where it has a visual aesthetic that's unique to it and recognizable, and The Long Dark definitely has that. I used to really get hung up when it came to like my art and stuff on like I'm like trying to be like realistic and photorealism, and I still kind of do to an extent, to be entirely honest. But you know, it's nice to see games where though they're not going for strict realism, they're not going for, you know, that aesthetic that which has really become very much kind of the aesthetic for a lot of AAA gaming stuff. So once again, the indie market, you know, in sector comes through very nicely in that front. Yeah, sorry that I'm kind of rambling so much, guys. I'm a little tuckered. But I'm here. And you know, my character's kind of tired, so it works. Check my food and stuff real quick fast. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. Top myself off a little bit, but nothing I need to worry about too much. It's always such an interesting game to record. Sometimes it's very, you know, typically entropic, as you know, our channel kind of tries to capture. You know, it has a lot of moments where you're like, well, everything's, you know, fucking me right now. The weather, my food supply, the animals outside, everything hates me. And you're just like scrambling to survive. And there's other periods where it's just like, yeah, I'm just walking along. Nothing's bothering me. There's nothing going wrong, really. It's kind of weird and surreal at times. There's like a road over there. I think I already checked that little structure. So the question becomes, is that the road from here? Or is that a different, like, is that how I got here is from there, or is that different? That's what's going to be the question, because I don't remember anymore how the routing had gone, from the farm at least. Sorry, I'm so quiet, guys. Just, I'm not exactly the most, no. It's just, there's not a ton to talk about, in all honesty, with this game right now. I'm just kind of out here walking along and exploring. Making my way back along the path I took. I'm going to try heading this way. I don't remember which way I need to go or which way I came from, but this way is heading in the direction of new stuff. And I think I went that way already. So even if this is the way back to the farm, it will treat me well enough. Either way, I need to get back to the road, the main road, that is, specifically. And just keep on moving. It's just a matter of perseverance at this point. You know, I'm lucky enough to have the really nice clothing that makes it so that the temperature isn't a problem anymore. And that really has opened the game up for me a lot. It just, you know, basically makes it so that I can just nomadically wander like this, rather than having to limit my stints out into the wilds. I see over there trees, little saplings. Really not feeling like going that far out of my way for you, especially for something that needs time to dry and process. And I've got birch saplings anyways, so don't really need more. That might be the silo over there. I saw a glimpse of Something over the hill. Yep, that looks to be the way back from where I came, so I'm going to keep pressing along this way. Not sure why I'm traveling up here, to be entirely honest. I don't know why I'm up on the edge of this rather than traveling down in it. I guess I just don't like not being able to see my surroundings. I don't like being concealed and hidden. I mean, I guess I like hiding from stuff when there's stuff to hide from, but I also know I have to acknowledge that being hidden means that I can't see them either, and I hate being like around dangerous things and not being able to see accordingly and interact accordingly and stuff. So, alright, so yeah, that's the silo and stuff and the little farmhouse. So I'm just going to keep on traveling this way. Does seem to be the right direction to be going. That blizzard was... We've had some nasty blizzards recently in this game. Some real nasty blizzards. So hopefully we can get a bit of a break. Probably jinxing myself by saying it, but... sorry, I keep leaning off to the side there. I'm used to resting my elbow when I'm gaming on the... Cause I have my table set up in a corner here. And I sometimes forget that the camera's aimed for me being here and not leaning off to the side slightly, so... Alright, so get over here. It's that field full of hay bales. I don't like that. That's not good. I really don't like this. This is not looking pleasant. I don't need another blizzard to come down on my head right now. Don't have the sticks, I don't think, to... Oof, that's a windy, sounding windy wind. Windy wind, 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 wind. And it's cold when I'm exposed. So yeah, now I'm gonna hide down in these little you know, pathway here. Try and keep my temperature up as best I can. I wish I had done a better job of controlling my weight than I have. I'm just such a incorrigible pack rat. I'm like, I don't want to give up stuff. I don't want to lose stuff. I've left a lot of stuff up in that that watchtower that we found where we found my rifle here. But it's just, you know, stuff adds up, and I keep finding stuff, and my clothing is heavy. That's the one downside of it, is that this nice, like, warm clothing is not light by any definition. So yeah, this is leading back over to here. There was the barn over here, if I recall correctly, that was shelter, which I may need to take advantage of. I might have to backtrack to it and hide in the barn overnight once night falls. I think I might have to make that sacrifice sooner. This weather's getting windy and nasty, and if a blizzard hits proper, that's gonna be me sheltering down somewhere. So. Thankfully it's not... That sounds like creaking doors and stuff. I don't think I need to worry about it. Yeah, that's the barn right there. But yeah, My thankfully my no even with as cold and windy as this is. Oh, that would have been bad. Don't need that dropped on my head. Bad puppy. Bad puppy. Whew. Glad I glanced over when I did. Don't like a wolf hanging around my barn, but that's what I got. No, gotta contend with. That's what I gotta worry about. Pleasant Valley outbuildings. Yep. And it's windy. It's mega windy. But yeah, like I was saying, thankfully the even with as bad as this wind is and this temperature drop is, it's not being bad enough that my chilledness is going down horribly fast. Before I go and try to eat some food here, I should probably actually get somewhat out of the wind here. There we go. What am I going to eat? I'm going to eat you. And we eat you. And we'll eat you. Open with the can opener. It's taking valuable time, but if I top up now, I just won't have to worry about it. Alright, and let's drink some water. Ah, there we go. That's our condition improved slightly. So the barn is still here. If you come back this way, it will still be there, unless something really drastic happens, but I don't think it would. Let's start heading down this way. Only 5 hours of daylight left. And this wind says blizzard. It really does to me. And I'll be entirely honest, that worries me quite a bit. As does that. Oh, I never like hearing howling wolves. Never like the sound of howling wolves. Just unsettles me. Just unsettles me. Oh, there's another wolf right there. I don't know if that's the same wolf that's just been wandering or if it's a new one, but it's a wolf and I don't like it. Hate to imagine what it would be like. Wow, this forest of like birch trees is seriously legit. It makes me, hate to imagine how bad it would be if. Oh, that's interesting. I don't even know what that is over there, but I'll investigate on the way back. How bad it would be to be out here right now and without all my like nice environmental gear. I got like Arctic expedition parkas and shit on. And it's still like, kicking my ass this bad. This bit of birch tree stuff is pretty unique and distinctive, honestly. Oh, hi, that's a bear. I hear wolves, and I see a bear, and that is going nowhere. Or is it? Is there a path back there? Oh, that bear is worrisome to me. But it looks like there might be a path this way. The path just dies horribly and ends. I think the path is just ending there. It doesn't look like it's continuing, and they usually have pretty distinctive, like, bumps along them, but maybe it's not the case. Let's just go ahead and venture this way real quick. Give that bear some space. Oof, it's getting cold. 4 hours of daylight left. Don't like going into these trees because this just kills my visibility really badly. But I'm seeing enough signs of what could be like road pathing that I want to investigate it. At the very least, just give it a quick look. Nah, this is nothing. This is just little rolling hills. I need to get back to shelter. My temperature's getting... Yep, yeah, exactly, like I was just commenting. My condition's getting bad. I need to get out of the wind, and that means getting into the barn at this point. It's the closest decent shelter I have access to. It got cold enough to add another arrow to my decrease, and now I'm getting numb. Right. I can't sprint because I've got so much stuff. Hopefully when I drop down in behind this bit of like snowbank here, it'll break the wind for me enough that I can... Yep, like that. Exactly. That's exactly what I was hoping to get. That's going to buy me some time. Problem is that's not going to last me too long, but... And there it goes already, but that might hopefully help hold me over to get to the barn over here, because this is not a normal... I don't like you. You are like right by the barn. I'm probably going to have to shoot you.
Goddamn freezing.
Yeah, I know. We're at risk of for hypothermia. Been a long time since we were, but we are. My condition's dropping. Hopefully the wolfie doesn't notice me. We're almost there, buddy. We're almost there. That answers my question. There are just 2 fucking wolves. Which is no bueno. That is not to my liking in the least. But they are far... There's 3 wolves out here. Is that the bear? The bear wandering? That's the bear wandering around. This is an unhappy area right now. It's cold as shit. The wind's picking up. I think a blizzard's on its way in. Got 3 different wolves around the barn, plus we got the bear. I don't know, maybe the bear will fuck with the wolves or something, I don't know. 4th one. That one's right on the road. I'm glad it wasn't there when we came through this way, but... Alright, and we're in. Oh, yeah, that gets us out of the nasty weather, and... Yeah. Alright, let's first aid. Yeah. Alright, campcraft. let's go ahead and sleep a little bit. That'll warm me up a little bit, and that most importantly is going to save our game because I am out of time for now. So looks like this whole bit of offshoot is pretty much a dead end at this point. Not sure yet how I'm gonna proceed from here, other than just to keep pushing along and checking all these little side roads. Once those are out, I don't know. All bets are off at that point. I really don't know what I'm going to try if it comes to that, so let's just hope that one of these little snowed over roads leads us to where we need to be. But other than that, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.